Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with Channel Disturbance. This is an M12, it's a Tier 7 American SPG. It's located on the north spawn of Cliff, and this one is under the command of Zefnar. Okay, we're underway. 155mm howitzer, and well, it's actually not a howitzer, it's a gun. I should correct that. It's a French gun, French design. Doing 700 alpha, penetrating 39mm of armor, and well, a couple of knocked over trees there might give a clue as to where he's actually gone, but he should be able to get away with it. Now, let's see how he gets on. Reload time is over 20 seconds, but with that extra damage, he should be able to do quite a lot on the enemy. Let's bring the mini-map up a bit, because we always like to see a big mini-map. It gives us the clues to what's going on. Arty players do like to see what's going on in a general perspective, because they're the tacticians in many ways. They have to pick their targets so that it can actually get hit by their teammates as well, so they can get stun assist. He got a nice hit on that Oho, but only 136 because he didn't penetrate the armor. In fact, actually, that's been something of a matter of discussion. Zable's put a video up on this subject on YouTube just recently, so I have a look on her channel and have a watch of that video. It's actually illustrating a point that one of the reasons why tank drivers complain so much about being stunned and hit by Arty is because they're at the front, and of course they say, why are we being focused whilst our teammates are sitting at the back of the map not being hit at all? Well, part of the problem is that Wargaming caused this to happen, because Wargaming wanted Arty to focus on assisting their teammates. So Arty players are focusing their fire on the tanks which their teammates can get stun assist off. So if their teammates can hit those tanks whilst they're stunned, the Arty picks up the stun assist and then they get extra XP. But of course, Arty shells don't do a huge amount of damage. Now that Wargaming's removed the amount of damage that an Arty shell does, you see there only 79 hit points off a near miss. That probably would have done a lot more damage in the past, but now he's only got 79 hit points, and so that's not going to earn much in the way of XP or credits. But if you can stun an enemy tank and then your teammates take advantage of that, that's where you can earn much more in the way of hit points and credits. Well, that shell actually stunned the SPIC as well, the Sparpanzer. Unfortunately, he got hit by the same sun, but the TVP's being hit. Ideally, he wants to focus some of his fire maybe on the enemy over to the east, because there's a Challenger over there in the open and an AMX 5100. But he got some splash there off a TVP VTU, and that's useful, 261 hit points. But he cured the stun straight away, so obviously he used his first aid kit. We've got loads of enemy coming up this corner. They're trying to occupy the western pass. We're still not loaded. And that AMX 5100, he's going after that KV3. He's an autoloader with a 100mm gun. And oh, the Challenger goes up! Taken out of the game, and that's very helpful. But unfortunately, we've got a tower in the way. If you notice that tower, it's obstructing the reticule, which means we can't get a shot in on that corner. And that means we can't assist the KV3, and he's been killed. Taken out by the... where was the UDES who got him in the end? Are we going to hit that TVP? Yes, we fired the round in at TVP. Now, one of the problems with the M12 is it doesn't carry a huge amount of ammo, only 18 rounds. So you have to be very effective with your shots, because if you don't, if you actually waste rounds, you could find out that at the end of the battle, you run out of ammo and there's nothing more you can do about it. The M12, they made 100 of them, built on the hull of the M3 Lee. They only built 100. They built 60 in the first year, that was 1942, and a further 40 were built in 1943. And not all of them saw action. Some of them were sent into Europe, I think it was about 70 or so, slightly more than 70. And the rest were held for training in America. And it was actually a very efficient Arty. The 155mm gun was pretty reliable. And they used to call it the door knocker, because it was used to blow up bunkers. In fact, there are pictures of an M12 being used to direct fire on a bunker in Germany, I believe. And you could actually see the gun was horizontal. It wasn't aimed up into the sky at all. No, they were aiming directly at a target off in the distance, and they used it to demolish concrete bunkers. The door knocker came from the fact that it would blow the doors off the bunkers. Okay, then we got two targets there. Oh, and an AMX AC-48, which is a French tank destroyer, tier 8 one. And he's very low on hit points. We're almost dialed in. Okay, we're ready to fire. Rounds out. He's pulling back. Oh, only stun. He had to let it dial in. It's such a long range shot over to that side of the map. If he hadn't let it dial in, the shell could have gone anywhere outside the reticule. But we're 2 tanks up on the enemy at the moment, so it's going well for Zefnar. Okay, well, 2 enemies. Oh no, they're not enemies. Those are friends. And they're dashing towards the enemy cap area. And they found one of the EBRs. He's nearby. He's coming down this way. He's just found our Striv. I'm not sure Zefnar's noticed that. Now he has. Yes, he's definitely awake now. And he's trying to get a shot on that EBR. He probably won't open fire until he's absolutely ready. The EBR's been killed, so we don't need to fire in that direction. But there's an OHO above the Western Pass. Now he's letting it dial in. It's still a long way from being ready to shoot, but he shoots anyway. And he gets a direct hit for 48, which stuns the OHO. And he's now on critical health, which means he's an easy kill. And the Jagdpanther kills him. So he's picked up some assist off that. Okay, Scorpion. There's only 2 enemies left. Tank destroyers, both of them. Scorpion G in the nest. Up at K5. Rounds out. Direct hit. 802. That's a penetrating round. No doubt about that whatsoever. The other one's that AMX AC-48, the one he missed earlier, who repositioned and gone to the center line. Everyone's still indicating those 2 spots. In fact, it's the Leo who was indicating those spots. The Striv's headed for the AMX AC-48. And we're looking in that direction as well. Hoping that he spots him. We can possibly wing him, slow him down, or even take him out of the game altogether. No sign of them yet. We might need to re-aim to the nest in K5, because that Scorpion G is going to be trying to get shots on the Jagdpanther. Yes, oh, he just took out the Jagdpanther. He just killed him. There he is. And he's hiding behind the rocks. He knows that he is vulnerable to Arty. And we fired the round in anyway. And he got the kill! How did he loop that shell over the rock? I don't know. But he got him. That is a very valuable kill. That allows the Leo to cap unhindered. But the Leo's left the cap area and he's hunting that AMX AC-48. And he's been found. There he is. And Zefnar's loaded. He fires. He shoots. He scores! It's not a goal, but it does win the game for his team. 3 kills. Very nicely done. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats for this one. Well, it's a first-class tanker for Zefnar in the M12. In fact, it's his first-class tanker in this vehicle, and it was very well done indeed. In fact, those last 2 kills, the Scorpion G and the AMX AC-48, very valuable kills. And in fact, I'm surprised that he managed to get the kill on the Scorpion, because I thought he was hidden behind that rock. But he managed to loop the shell over the rock. In fact, actually through a gap, concealed by bushes, and the shell must have landed right next door to the Scorpion and blew him to pieces. So, very valuable. The first class tanker, the first time he's had it, it's got the scrolls underneath, and he also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 11 in that one, and his win rate for the game was 4,967, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to that Scorpion, funnily enough. 5,431 hit points of damage went to that player. He picked up the high caliber and a top gun as well to boot. So he was a valuable player to take out the game. And we can see that the next highest damage was Zefnar in his M12 with 2,676 hit points of damage. When it came to kills, yes, I'm afraid it's that Scorpion G again with 7 kills. He was one short of getting a Radley Waters. And I think the next kill would have been the Leo if he'd had a chance to get that Leo, but no, he didn't because Zefnar wouldn't let him. After that, it's Zefnar. He shares it with the AMX AC-48 on his own team, the Indian Panzer and the Jagdpanther, and the AMX AC-48 on the enemy team, who all got 3 kills apiece. And when it came to base XP, yes, it's definitely Zefnar. He got the highest amount, 1,041 of that game. Enough for a first class, but not enough for an ace tanker. But I'm sure Zefnar will get an ace tanker in this vehicle eventually. And when he does, he'll probably send us in the replay, and we'll get to enjoy that one as well. 913 base experience points for the Jagdpanther and 802 for the AMX AC-48. He fired 14 rounds in that game, got 7 direct hits and 3 penetrations. Splash damage on 12, damage of 2,676 hit points altogether, all of it at more than 300 meters. Now, which ones did he penetrate? I'm sure that Scorpion was penetration. Yes, in fact, 2 penetrations, one after the other. So he got a direct impact. It wasn't a splash on the second shot, it was a direct hit on the Scorpion, which is why it wiped him out. 1,150 hit points of damage. Now, if I remember correctly, that is the actual hit point pool for the Scorpion. So he's the only one who actually hit the Scorpion, and he wiped him out altogether. I know that because I actually took out a Scorpion G with a GW Tiger Porsche, and I hit him from the other side of the battlefield, and he actually contacted me after the match and said, how did I do that? I landed the shell in the cockpit, and that's what wiped out his crew. The other tanks that he hit and penetrated, let's have a look. Which one was it? There it is, it's the UDAS 03. He actually penetrated the UDAS for 616 hit points of damage. Very well done. So let's have a look at the rest of the detail. 6 enemy vehicles damaged, 3 killed, 650 hit points of stun assist off 11 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 42,426 credits, and after ammunition resupply, took away 26,746 credits. He picked up 1,561 XP times 4 for the first victory of the day, 3,124 for completing the mission and events, took away 9,370 experience points altogether, so that was a very valuable contribution that day to his crew skills. So, if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel and hit that notification button. Leave a comment behind underneath the video if you'd like, and tell us what you'd like to see, what you would like us to do next on these videos. We are a small channel, yes, I'm afraid so, but we do have some very good contributions from some of the players, as this one from Zefnar shows. So, if you enjoyed it, please give us a like, and thank you for watching.